Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt, and welcome back to Far Lands or Bust. Here we are, listening to skeletons die in the distance, and Wolfie barking in our faces. Another creeper making his way here, so let's make quick work of this and continue west. Keep going, keep going. Okay, he didn't see us. He didn't see us. We're safe. For now. Bum, bum, bum. What kind of business is this? Some sort of ancient aliens trying to leave us a symbol of their influence over the history of this world, perhaps? I'm not saying it was aliens, but aliens! Whoa, anyway, going crazy. Yeah, we're back. Far Lands or Bust, here we are. We are still walking to the Far Lands. And that's all I have to update you on. So long. No, yeah, we're going west here. I think I just picked up all that miscellaneous crud that I dropped off back there. I need more wooden planks. Gotta cut down some trees right off the bat here, but otherwise I think we're all right on the equipment. And, yeah, I guess I can update... Are we on wool? Plenty of wool. I can update you guys on our Child's Play charity fundraiser. Obviously, in the last episode... Was it the last episode? Yeah, it was the last episode where I said that I'd like to keep raising money for Child's Play charity despite having reached our 100% milestone goal of $29,220. I'd like to go up to 110%. Let's crank it to 11. 110%. And if we do, I will purchase a webcam, and then during the FLoB-athon marathon, I will bring Speedy's cage into the room, and we will have a live picture-in-picture Speedy cam during the live stream. Why does my render distance not seem like it's on far? Hold on, gotta check the settings. Woof indeed. Alright, we're back. Why was my render distance not on far? That's weird. I didn't have that way last episode. Huh. Strange happenings. I'm not saying it was aliens, but... aliens. Woof, indeed. Wolfie thinks it was aliens. Hello. Crazy peaked tower. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, we're trying to reach 110% before the live stream so we can have live Speedy Cam. And I guess I neglected to mention what the heck the Speedy Cam actually is for those of you who are new subscribers or who don't know. Speedy is my pet box turtle that I've had since the 4th grade. She was featured in the 20% milestone video, Let's Feed Speedy. That was the last time you guys saw her eating a bunch of mealworms, but I figured it was recommended, brought up during the 50%. Hi, Guy. How you doing? What's up? I'm gonna bring you out into the sunlight, and you're gonna start burning. Where are you at? Oh, this guy's... Oh, scared me, Wolfie. This guy's trying to flank me. Oh, I think he's up there, isn't he? Oh, that's a cow. Alright. Shenanigans. Don't need any shenanigans. I'm trying to talk to the people here. Yeah, there he is. I won't even waste another arrow on you. But yeah, Speedy is my box turtle, so I was figuring it was brought up during the 50% live stream that we should have like a Speedy cam. And with a webcam, I'd be able to occasionally switch to it, but also have it kind of in the corner, maybe like a picture-in-picture thing during the live stream. Just be able to clip the webcam on the side of Speedy's cage and see what she's up to. Ding dong! Doorbell's a-ringing. I believe that is UPS delivering some stuff. If they ring again, then that means I have to sign for it. Nope, they started up the engine on their UPS truck, so they have just left it on my porch for people to steal. But what was I going to say? The Speedy Cam... So yeah, that's the prize if we reach 110% of our Child's Play charity fundraiser goal. And I got a few suggestions that, and I've noticed since we're still at 101%, did I say that already? We're still at 101%. with almost just a little bit more than a week to go until the live stream. It seems like I'm walking in the most boring part of the map, and all this like amazing stuff is rendering near the sides. So let's go check out the amazing stuff. Ding. What was I saying? What was I saying? Crumbs. Oh yeah, it seems with less than a week to go, we're at 101% for Child's Play charity. Not that I don't have faith in you guys, but it seemed, and it was suggested in a few comments, that perhaps people aren't donating as much because they see that we've reached 100% and they're like, oh, okay, yay, we're done. So it was suggested that I increase the goal on the chip-in widget, and I can do that because I own the chip-in widget. But where's the second water source coming from? That's interesting. Wow, scatterbrained. I do have a lot to talk about today, so that's probably why. But it was suggested that I increase the goal, and I'd mentioned previously, and even in the 50% milestone live stream, doubles, that one of my goals during the live stream, obviously, is to continue raising money for Child's Play charity. But I was hoping by the end of the live stream, by the time I press F3 to see my coordinates, which I'm planning for midnight Central Daylight Time on August 12th, 2012. By the end of that, I was hoping we could double the goal. That's a mighty fine increase in the goal, and being as it took almost 7 months to reach the first goal, but I found that we tend to raise a lot more money during live streams, so I'm assuming a lot of that will come during the FLoB-athon live stream. Ooh. Ow. Sorry, Wolfie. See you later, boat. More zombies. This thing sounds like it's going to collapse. Hold on. Yeah, there's definitely something underneath there. Alright, Wolfie, come up here. I need to sit you down so you don't collapse with it. Wolfie. 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 Damn it. Yes, okay, well done. I'm surprised at your agility there. Alright, let's do this and this. Oh, guess not. Up. There we go, there we go. Ha! Wow! Keep going! Yes! Amazing! That's great. I'm assuming there's... Well, maybe it wasn't a spawner. Oh, it went all the way over here. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't think it was a spawner. I think it was just a cavern that there happened to be a zombie underneath. Anything else gonna go? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I could stand here and then kind of... Oh! Okay. Well, that was fun. That was really cool. I've never seen any sort of cascade that, like, opens like a rift. I get John Cusack here to reenact the beginning of, what was it, 2012 or Armageddon or one of those disaster movies, but yeah, that was kind of fun. Distracted. So distracted, Wolfie. Come on, let's go. So yeah, it was suggested that I increase the goal to what my goal was to be 200%. So I would increase it to, what would that be, 30, no, not 30, 58,440. That way it kind of resets the percentage back down to 50%, and then we go from there. I'm not going to do that yet, but that actually, at least in the back of my mind, sounds about right. Like, it seems like people would be more willing to give if there was some sort of goal to achieve, you know, the 100% goal or whatnot. So I might do that. I'd like to open that up for discussion in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think of that, and we'll go forth with such plans as these. But that sounds like a decent idea, especially since I'm noticing that we're not. Things have definitely slowed down, which I anticipated, but things have definitely slowed down since we reached our 100% goal. And also, as always, I like to remind people, Child's Play charity does. They get toys, books, games, and other things to kids in children's hospitals around the world. You know, the long-term patients there who and it's shown scientifically that it helps to get a kid's spirits up and minds off of whatever treatment or ailment that they might be in a hospital for long term. So this is definitely a helpful thing indeed. And of course, it was started by the founders of Penny Arcade, and it's just a great all-around charity to get involved with if you're a gamer in the gaming community, and you've seen it many a times through different charities such as Desert Bus for Hope and Mario Marathon and other things like that. So that's why we're doing this for Child's Play charity. So yeah. We'll think about that, and we'll get back to what we'll do for the goal, but let's go to sleep for the first night tonight. And awakeness. Whoop. And a wolfiness. But yeah, there's that. So yeah, the I guess to make it official, the actual goal I want to reach by the end of the live stream is to double our contributions to Child's Play charity. Ooh, look at these friends having a good time. Whoop, not anymore. So yeah, that I believe in you, and like I said, I'm looking forward to awesome things ahead, and that 110% goal for Speedy Cam is just the beginning. I have a very big idea in mind for the 200% if we were to reach that by the end of the live stream, so stay tuned for that. I think I'll make that announcement in the upcoming days, perhaps early next week. Indeed. Speaking of early next week, as a reminder, I don't have a boat, but as a reminder, let's be crazy and put the crafting bench in a tree. As a reminder, this coming Sunday, rather, that's August 5th. Technically August 6th for a lot of you, early morning, but the Mars Science Laboratory, the Curiosity rover, is going to land on the surface of Mars, and I am planning on heading over and hanging out on Twitch TV, on my Twitch TV channel, twitch.tv/KurtJMac. This is a very interesting landscape. It's very bright and green and hilly, and it's almost like a mixture between it doesn't know if it wants to be a plains biome or a forest biome, which I know really didn't quite exist in 1.7.3, but I enjoy it thoroughly, so let's explore it. Bonk. So yeah, I'll be doing something on Twitch TV. I obviously don't think I can simulcast the NASA broadcast, but we'll definitely have that on in the background. Keep an eye on things. I'll be watching Twitter feeds because I follow a lot of the, actual people involved at JPL and NASA and things like that. We'll give constant updates. But we'll maybe hang out in Space Engine or NASA Eyes on the Solar System, which is their three-dimensional solar system simulator that has all the spacecraft, and we could actually probably watch in real time the animations of Curiosity landing and everything, and we can experience the magic of interplanetary space flight and exploration together. So I'll have a more official separate video announcing that and a reminder kind of post update on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. Obviously, I'll be posting the link there when I do go live, so look forward to that. Indeed. And yeah, that's cool. But I guess I can continue and bring back a regular feature of Farlands or Bust show. Minecraft news. It's the newsreel. With your hosts, Wolfie McWolfington. Oh, not gonna make that jump. That was crazy. I changed my mind midair. I'm like Mario over here. But yeah, Minecraft news. Obviously, Minecraft 1.3, and then Minecraft 1.3.1 was released. I uploaded earlier today, if I get this Farlands or Bust video up today, a video where I went back to the Mindcrack server for 1.3 for the first time. Whoa, hey, that guy sprung out of the ground like a I don't know, something that springs out of the ground. Like a landmine or something. But yeah, I went over to the Minecraft server, found out I got a kind of a mini prank to the observatory. But we experienced a little bit of 1.3. You can go ahead and check out that video if you'd like. Things like Zistos, little Zisto spawning in the real world, the overworld, near portals. That was fun. And then we also experienced a few of the bugs. There's this weird sound lag bug that I'll have to test out in a single-player world. But like you break or place blocks, but like sometimes it's fine, but then sometimes the sound is delayed by like half a second. It's noticeable, and sometimes more noticeable than other times. So that's a weird bug. Also, the particle effects from like a charged bow are a little bit weird, and then it seems like it's a little more difficult to pick up the bows that have landed. So careful, Wolfie. So as usual, there are some issues. Ooh. Okay, that doesn't go anywhere. Get me out. Get me out. I changed my mind. But yeah, that's interesting. So Minecraft 1.3 is out. I guess I'll use this other boat. Why not? Got it. Boop. And a boop. And a boop. Also, just announced this morning, finally, the details, not really details, the initial date and place has been released for Minecon 2012. As previously speculated, it is happening in Paris, but more specifically and a little bit surprisingly, is happening at Disneyland Paris, which I didn't even know existed anymore. I thought it was shut down. Or was that Euro Disney? Was that something else? I don't know. So yeah, it's happening at Disney Paris, November 24th and 25th, which, coincidentally enough, I know everybody doesn't live in America, so you don't have to bend to our holidays, but that is Thanksgiving weekend for us here in the United States, which is a pretty major holiday for those of you who aren't aware. A pretty major holiday indeed. So that will be interesting to see how that impacts certain US-based guests of interest, if you will. Wolf indeed, Wolfie. Yeah. So that's fun. We'll keep an eye on the developments, but that's basically all we know. They put up a video, one of the quirky, this is us in the office at Mojang videos, and watch where you're walking. And basically all it said was, okay, we're going to Disneyland Paris, November 24th and 25th, Minecon weekend, and hotels and where specifically it's taking place is to come. Apparently, Disneyland Paris is outside of the main metro area of Paris, which I would assume would be a good thing. That was one of my concerns, is that it would be like downtown Paris, which is like either big touristy or just a big metro area and hard to get around, especially for people who've never been or foreigners or things like that, which a lot visiting will be, as I'm sure. So it hopefully is kind of like a self-sustaining area. Personally, I've never had any interest in Disney anything. I was never, just growing up, my parents never had, we weren't like, ooh, Disney movies and Disney this and that. I've never been to any of the Disneyland or Disney World. I was just deprived as a child, but no, I never even had any desire as a child to, really. I'm not... Careful, Wolfie. How would you hurt yourself? That was 2 blocks. So, an interesting choice, indeed. We will see. I mean, perhaps they made that choice based on the fact that at the last Minecon in Las Vegas, there was... I don't know if it was surprising or not, but a large amount of younger folk. So perhaps this venue kind of caters to them more. But I'm just curious what kind of turnout they're looking for, being as it's a little bit more of an not secluded isn't the word I'm looking for, but just a little bit more of a different type of venue. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye on the developments for Minecon 2012 happening in Paris. Yeah, just the fact that I said it that way means that I don't belong in France for any purpose whatsoever. But yeah, we'll see. That's certainly interesting news, and I'm hoping they come out with a lot more information a lot sooner. Because that things could start getting a little bit. You're a little hyperactive today, aren't you, Wolfie? A little bit expensive for the international travelers the later and later. Wah! I'm trapped on this cliff. It appears that I am, actually. Careful, Wolfie. Yeah, you're not going to be careful, are you? You're going to, like, hurt yourself. Easy, easy. Careful, careful, careful. Oh, God. Need to equip that guy with a parachute. Alright, let's get rid of some of these bones, I guess. Boop, boop. You there. Have a seat. Boop. And a boop. And yes, the bones are actually pork chops. As you can see, it is a reskinned texture from our friendly Farlands or Bust texture pack maker. Because I only tend to feed the pork chops to Wolfie, so they might as well be bones. Alright, so yeah, so Minecon Paris. Disneyland Paris. So indeed, I guess that wraps up Minecon, or Minecraft news. Minecon news. We're changing the name. We're totally changing the format. It's just going to be about Minecon. But yeah, let's go to sleep. We have one more day to talk about far more things than I really have time to talk about. Indeed. And indifference to Disneyness. That sums up the previous segment there. I was trying to think of what to say. But yeah, I guess I can just talk about normal stuff now. I do have some questions. I'm not sure if I'll get to them, but yesterday I actually got out of the house for once. Finally saw the new Batman movie, The Dark Knight Rises. I won't give any spoilers if you haven't seen it, but I was very happy to have seen it in, like, it was actually later. It was after, in the evening, but it was still like an empty theater. So that was good for me. I was able to pick a nice spot, in the center. I'm kind of like, Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. I gotta find, like, the perfect visual and acoustic spot in a theater, and it's usually near the center, a little bit above the center line of the screen. But that's an awesome waterfall. But yeah, finally saw that. I liked it, and I think I'm gonna go with the rest of whatever the other people have been saying, that they liked the second film, just The Dark Knight, a little bit better. Obviously, the Joker, Heath Ledger's Joker, was that's gonna be hard to beat villain-wise in any Batman or any superhero movie, or any movie with a villain for that matter. Whoa, that's really shaky right there. I just noticed that. But I thought it was good. It felt a little bit rushed. There was a lot going on, especially the first half of the film seemed like an extended montage. Like, we didn't get a chance to slow down and absorb what was going on. It's like, here's this new character, here's this new character, this is going on, this is happening, this is what this guy's doing, this is how this person's feeling, okay, next, So it felt a little bit rushed in the first half. I do like how the second half kind of started, not necessarily slowing down, but the storyline started to kind of wrap up and make more sense. There was a twist that I was not expecting. That was actually pretty well done, and by that point, I had kind of forgotten about the rushed pace of the first half of the film. So, unfortunately, it didn't quite have the timing that the second film had, that I really liked. And obviously, the villain Bane. Oh, I got carrying around snowballs for no reason. Go fetch. Guess not. It's like, who do you think I am? I'm not going to go collect your things like some sort of lowly canine. But yeah, the villain Bane I thought was pretty good, and like I said, hard to beat the Joker. The thing I liked about the Joker is that he had no backstory. He had no motivation, and that is kind of what makes him much more creepy and unpredictable, because he has no plan. He's just, you don't know where he came from or what he was talking about. Even when he was, you want to know how I got these scars? Those stories kept changing. So even himself, he didn't want to give anybody a backstory. And for all we know, he didn't have a backstory. He was just popped out of nowhere and is, just bent on watching the world burn. So it's going to be hard to beat that kind of villain. But Bane, his storyline kind of started out a little bit like that, but then once you do, there is the big reveal as to his motivation. That I thought that was a very good part of the I almost said video game, of the movie. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. A little bit too fast paced, and there's also, this isn't spoiling anything, but there's a great deal of time that passes from the beginning of the movie till the end of the movie. But the thing I noticed, this is my nitpicky, totally overbearing, am I going the right way? Yeah. Overbearing, looking at too many details. There's a great deal of time that passes throughout the movie, but I noticed that all of the characters maintained immaculate haircuts. From the beginning through the end, and that was just kind of a hey-oh. That was kind of just something I noticed. I tend to notice these kind of details. That was funny. He just kind of waltzed off the end. I kind of notice these kind of details in movies. For me personally, all right, I should use a boat. For me personally, if a filmmaker can take the time to pay attention to these type of details, then that means that they've paid attention to the rest of the film. So that, to me, seemed a little bit sloppy in terms of the details. I know most people really didn't care or notice, but it just seemed kind of weird in the back of my head. I'm like, okay, this entire city is under kind of a hostage situation for this amount of time. Things have ground to a halt and blah, 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 blah. But they've somehow managed to keep all the great clips in the area open or something like that, even for the people trapped in certain areas of the town or city. Gigi. Okay, I knew he was going to spawn there. So that was a little bit, it kind of broke the immersion. I noticed, nobody's had to shave or get a trim or, even get a little bit shaggy hair or anything like that. They're all stocked up on their pomade and their crew cuts and things like that. So that's just something weird I noticed. That's when you go to a movie with me, that's what you'll have to deal with in the after movie chat. But what else? I had that's pretty much my thoughts. I liked it, but it was good. Good acting all around, and I did like Bane as the villain. What's his name? Tom Hardy is the name of the actor. Good indeed. So yeah. That's what I thought of it. I would still recommend seeing it. It still got a good. There are plenty worse movies. Still worth, say, 3 stars or something like that. So yeah, indeed. So that, and yeah, I guess I just needed to kind of get out. I was a little bit videos the last few days. I'm afraid, and I'm sorry that have been a little bit sporadic and unpredictable. I lost a few days there. I was, let alone trying to plan for FLoB-athon weekend. Wow, what is this business? Woof. I don't think I've seen a sand dune this big before in this world. I mean, maybe I have, but this just seems pretty dramatic. Crazy. But yeah, I felt like it was a good thing to get out and get back into the swing of things. I thought that was lava. I did try to record some other games. I know since I've completed Driver San Francisco, I really haven't introduced any newer games since then. Oh, these cactuses are starting to worry me, Wolfie. Floating cactus, you are not floating anymore. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I haven't introduced any new games to the channel, and I've been trying to. Hello, Seed. Nice of you to join us. I've been trying to, and you guys know that I got the Humble Indie Bundle, and I played Limbo. I enjoyed that. but then I recently tried playing Super Meat Boy, and I played a good hour or so of it and was recording, and it started out okay, but I didn't like where it went, and you know, after the first 20 minutes or so, I think my commentary and just the gameplay and any goals I had for making that into a Let's Play kind of crumbled. It's not really my style of game. This is kind of, it's obviously a platformer, but it's almost, you know, very short levels, arcade style, but it's the kind where you fail so many times, and then it almost seems like it's not so much skill or endurance or anything that allows you to finish a mission or a level. It seems like it's almost just blind luck and trying over and over and over again. I'm not a big fan of games where you have to try over and over and over and over and over again the same level. And I know that's the mechanic of Super Meat Boy, is that they intend for it to be a little bit frustrating like that. And then they even make a mechanic out of it by showing you, after you finally complete a level, they show you all the times you failed, you know, in the replays. That happened concurrently. So I did record footage of that, but I don't think that's going to show up on my channel. Just the commentary is not up to my standards, and just the gameplay, and I don't see myself wanting to continue playing it. So that's unfortunate. I tried doing that, and you know, and even other games. There are some. Even though you know I like the Tomb Raider games, there are some levels and situations you get in some of the Tomb Raider games where you fail, you die, and then you have to try over and over and over again until you can get this jump, or until you can get off just the right amount of shots at this boss character or something like that. And I never liked that about that. Or even I know I mentioned you know, the same people, Reflections, who made the Driver games, made Stuntman. That game Stuntman was pretty much that. You know, there were so few levels, but you just had to try over and over and over again until you got it just perfect where you could pass the level. So I don't know that I'm going to like that. And speaking of Tomb Raider, as the sun sets here, we're going to have to quickly think of a hidey hole situation. A very long-term, helpful Farlander, Stein. He gave a donation to the tip jar before, and I mispronounced his name as Steen, but it's Stein. Stein gifted me on... God, there's no decent land here to make a hidey hole. Crumbs! Right here. Tap, tap. Run, run! He graciously gave me a key for the PC versions... Oh, dang it. Dang it. Have a boat. Of the original Tomb Raider games. Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3. Like the originals, not the anniversary remake or anything. He was kind enough to do that and gift that, and I'm like, awesome, maybe I'll play these, and then we can, you know, play these, and then until the next Tomb Raider, the new Tomb Raider game comes out in the spring, the spring of 2013. But can't get them to work too well. And that was a little bit frustrating. And I know they're old games, and it's running on a DOS emulator, and I know there are ways to make it work, but it just takes a lot of time, and I poured a few hours into trying to get it to work, both with my controller, also with the recording, also, you know, with the sounds and the graphics and things like that. And I'm sure I could get it working and be able to turn it into something usable for a Let's Play, but there became a point where I just kind of, you know, the time spent trying to fix the game versus the reward of actually being able to play it and record it didn't quite pay off. So I'm going to put that on hold for now, and that was a little bit frustrating, and that's another reason why I've been, you know, I planned on having new videos with either Super Meat Boy or Tomb Raider or something up, but I've had to give up those pursuits because I also have to spend time on planning the FLoB-athon, which, segue, we will remind you guys is happening in a little bit over a week, the 10th, 11th, and 12th of August, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a live stream extravaganza of Farlands or Bust, and like I said, if we can reach 110%, before then, I will get a webcam, and we can have a live speedy cam during the live stream. That should be exciting. So look forward to that, and I appreciate all the continued donations at farlandsorbust.com using the chip-in widget there, and everything goes directly to Child's Play charity. Indeed. What else is going on? What else can I say? I'll be having more announcements over the weekend and in the coming week for guests that are going to be happening during FLoB-athon, and additional things to look forward to. And I appreciate everybody's support and all of your ideas and input to make this a successful event. I'm really looking forward to it. Indeed, creepy noises, whatnot, and etc. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time.